Hello, Greg. Hello, and welcome to Tolkien Trivia Tuesday for this May 26, 2015. And I have a different opening. As I'm waiting for viewers, we're going to have Tolkien Trivia Tuesday. I want to say welcome to the viewers. And we are in Thorns. Oh, what is that? Thorns Hall, the Great Hall. Good afternoon, Greg. Good afternoon. This is the Great Hall, Thorns Hall, in Lord of the Rings Online. Sort of a different intro here to Tolkien Trivia Tuesday. Yes, I do play games. Yes, it is exciting. I've been playing this game for I played it since beta, so it's been ongoing for about 8 years now. This is just one of the characters I have that I haven't really played around with, but I wanted to use this as an opening to Tolkien Trivia Tuesday, which we will continue here. Hello, David. Good afternoon. I want to welcome all the viewers here to Tolkien Trivia Tuesday. Greatly appreciate you joining me here. What time is it? It is currently, I'm at the computer desk here, folks. It's 2:38 p.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, southern tier of New York State, where I live and reside. And this character's name is Ami. He is a dwarf that's sitting at the Great Hall in Thorns Hall, the Great Hall. (1930) in Ireland. Okay. Hello and welcome. I just wanted to have a little bit of a different introduction there. I'm sort of inside the house here today because we do got some rain. I did get the lawns mowed around the house. And while I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, I'm going to go ahead and do Tolkien Trivia Tuesday because we've got some guests coming in later that I think I need to be available for. So I have the book here. This is, I think, our 6th episode. And again, we have David from Ireland, Greg from the UK there. We have 2 web viewers, which I greatly appreciate. And I want to say right off the top of the show here is congratulations, Greg. You won the bet. Android did come out today as far as for Periscope. The only thing is I can't use it on my Android. My Android is 4.0. I guess the spec says it has to be, you have to have operating system 4.4. So you won the bet, Greg. So when I see you, the first thing, I owe you the first round. So let's, without ado, get to Tolkien Trivia Tuesday. Yeah, woohoo! Congratulations. I was pretty excited there. I was doing an errand and I saw that come across the internet. And yeah, good win, very good win, and it sort of surprised me. It did take me by surprise. I did make some tweets. I tried doing a download on my phone. Hey, Adrian, TurboStream, thank you, welcome. Thank you for joining us, sir, for Tolkien Trivia Tuesday. Hello. I had a good intro there. The intro was a game I've been playing for about 8 years. Let's see, Greg. Means I can get out on the road with Periscope now. Okay, so you have an Android smartphone. That's very good. That's what I was sort of hoping, to get out on this. I'm going to have to look for an upgrade. Prepare to see some Scottish border hills. Ooh, that should be interesting. Okay, I've got 8 questions for Tolkien Trivia Tuesday, folks. So let's go ahead and start off with the first one. Cool, get the bagpipes, David says. And Adrian, I wish I could show you my view now. I imagine you have some views there, Adrian. I love that bridge. That canal still fascinates me. going over. Okay, first of our 8 questions is, speaking of the price of genius, how much would a set of first editions of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings fetch you today? How much would they cost you today? A first edition, how much? And this was written, and I would imagine it's a little bit more than, and this was written 2012. Adrian says 1,000. Dave, 3 million. That's we got one extreme to the other. How about you, Greg? And our folks from that are on the web, you can tweet me because I have my Twitter stream up at Fireman Rich. Do you have an answer there? $4,000. Let's see. To obtain fine copies in dust jackets of the original Allen and Irwin first editions of The Hobbit and the trilogy, one could expect, and this is 2012 when this book was written, so it's probably more, but at that time, could pay approximately $35,000. I would imagine it's been a couple years. It's probably up a little bit above that. So $35,000 for a first edition. Would it be worth it? If I had an extra $35, up to 3 now. $40,000, yeah. That's a lot. But that's the price you pay for collector items and stuff like that. Question 2, this is one it's in the book I'm going to have to read. I'm not one of her fans, though I did see some of the movies. Is J.K. Rowling of Harry Potter fame a Tolkien fan? That's a yes or no, guys. Is J.K. Rowling a fan of Tolkien? I think everybody's a fan of J.R.R. Tolkien. I don't think anybody isn't. And that was a hint, Greg, before you answered. And David, he says no. No, she is. Yes. Though not an avid reader of fantasy, Rowling loves The Hobbit, which she first read after she had begun her Harry Potter books. I wonder how many ideas from The Hobbit. Gregos says, went on the controversial option. Okay, just to keep it balanced, right, Greg? She read the Lord of the Ring trilogy when she was a teenager. Like most authors, Rowling discouraged comparisons with past masters. Nevertheless, she has expressed admiration for Tolkien's creation of a whole mythology, but adds, on the other hand, I think I have better jokes. I met her once. Oh, really? You did? Was she what kind of very pleasant individual, Greg? Let's see. Adrian, I need to go another Tolkien place near. Oh, okay. That would be great, Adrian. Greg, was she a pleasant author to talk to? I'm just curious, because that would be very, very pleasant and funny too. Okay, thus her think that I guess she has better jokes than Mr. Tolkien there. Okay, number 3. According to his friend W.H. Auden, and very rich, I imagine, yeah, with all those books. According to his friend J.R.R. Tolkien's friend W.H. Auden, who influenced J.R.R. Tolkien? Who influenced J.R.R. Tolkien, according to a very good friend, Mr. Auden? You think he... And very rich, okay. Does anybody have any ideas who might have influenced? And don't know. I don't know either. Tolkien's sons, maybe. We still have one viewer. The web viewers I want to keep on acknowledging because they can't take part in the chat here. I know you can see the chat. His dad. Let's see. According to this, no one at all. And that's according to his friend W.H. Auden. He quoted, "You might as well as try to influence a Bandersnatch." And a Bandersnatch, I'll say what it is. I had to look this up. What I stopped right there. What the heck is a Bandersnatch? Does anybody know what a Bandersnatch is? Part of fantasy there, guys. Auden was not complaining. He described The Hobbit as one of the best children's stories of the 20th century. A Bandersnatch, in case you have forgotten, is a fictional creature in Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass and The Hunting of the Snark. I'm going to have to look those up. So, a Banderdash is a character from Lewis Carroll's works. But according to Auden, you might as well try to influence a Bandersnatch. So I guess J.R.R. Tolkien influence was only onto himself, I guess. Which would go, as far as I'm concerned, him being a pretty smart guy. Okay, that's number 3. Number 4. Which renowned, Greg, let's see, what a mind in that case. Yeah, very, very smart mind. Genius. On the level of genius, I think, when you take in consideration the works. Okay, question number 4. Which renowned English poet attended Tolkien's lectures as an undergraduate and never forgot the master's rendition of Beowulf? And I think I just gave you the answer in the last, if you know poetry, I guess you would know that W.H. Auden was a poet. I just gave you the answer. So the renowned English poet that attended Tolkien's lecture as an undergraduate was, long after both were famous, W.H. Auden told his former professor, no, not Walt Whitman. I wonder if they ever met, David, Walt Whitman and J.R.R. Tolkien. That would be something to research. That would be interesting. But W.H. Auden told his former professor that he had recited the Old English epic with the voice of Gandalf. So I guess J.R.R. Tolkien recited Beowulf and he sounded like Gandalf. Wouldn't that be something to listen to? Wow. That's another good story, Beowulf. Beowulf? Okay, let's see. Number 5. With whatever do, let me get this right. With whatever do the years in Middle Earth. Okay, I got it. I need a beer. I don't have one. I just had a glass of water. Okay, with what event? Pretty cool, never heard of. Okay. Let's see. This is question number 5 as we're moving along on this Tolkien Trivia Tuesday. Sort of an early edition here. Do you guys like this time? I'm just curious as far as this time, because this time, I guess, that's Madrid time. Let's see, it's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 8-ish there. So, pretty cool, never heard of. This time's good for me. Okay, I'm going to see about, because I know if I do it at 4 o'clock this time, we're talking 9, 10 o'clock your time, and and David's joining again. Okay with me, 7:50 p.m. UK time. Okay, I think this might be the time I'll be doing, at least on a Tuesday. Thursdays I can't because I'm at the day job. So, okay, question number 5. With what event do the years in Middle Earth begin to be numbered? With what event do the years in Middle Earth begin to be numbered? That's question number 5. And you got to know the trilogy for this one because it's very, very interesting. Goes back before The Hobbit. With what event do the years in Middle Earth begin to be numbered? Greg says the Third Age. No. We got to figure that. I guess this is like when it all started. Sort of the. I'm hopeless at trivia. I am too, but I have the book, Adrian. So I'm just doing this for the reading thing and to entertain you all. David says the same. David says the same. It's interesting information, though. Okay, the answer to that, The count of time begins with the creation of the two trees. However, it might be argued that years began to be recorded only after the Valor created the sun and the moon, thus beginning the first age. With the rising of the sun, men awoke and years began to be tallied. So is the third age, Greg. That was a little beyond the first age here. So it's Adrian says, I'm entertaining. I'm glad I'm entertaining you, David. But it's great fun and love listening, learning every day. Yeah, and I'm having fun just reading this, folks. It practices or makes me practice my speech, my reading out loud, which I do very little of, and I'm glad to accommodate. And I think that's one of the good things about Periscope, having this platform and instant access with that. We still have one web viewer. There's probably some more web viewers that aren't keeping track, but again, the web viewers, I greatly appreciate your view. We have Greg and David, or Greg and Adrian there from the UK, and we have David from the great country of Ireland. I have a little ancestry trail back to that country. Actually, to both countries, folks. Both my grandmother and my grandfather. What is it? My grandmother, who I thought was English, actually has the heritage line going back to Ireland, and my grandfather, his heritage line goes back to England. Okay, let's see. Question number 6. How does the age of trees end? That's the first age now. How does the age of trees end? And the last answer in this answer has to be in the Sumerial works. Howdy, cousin. Yeah. With the start of the second age. Yeah, that's with the start of the second age. Oh, I love these answers. Those are good answers right there. Let's see. The age of the trees end with the destruction of the two trees by Morgoth and Ungoliant brought a violent conclusion to the primordial time. So basically, they destroyed the trees. The first age ended. The second age began. So I think you were right there, Greg. Okay, that's good. This is pretty fun. I like this. Okay, question number 7. In what year did critic Philip Toneby predict that the Tolkien craze would soon be over? In what year, David, planted new ones. What are you planted? What are you planting, David? Planting new. I know there's corn out back being planted. We're getting a lot of rainstorm. Trees. Oh, planted new trees. Oh, he planted new trees. Yeah, you plant trees. I don't know. I didn't say trees. In what? The 7th question is, in what year did critic Philip Toneby predict that the Tolkien craze would soon be over? 1985. Sorry, last question. I'll say it again one more time. I'll say it again here, David. No problem. I don't mind repeating it. This is question number 7 for Tolkien Trivia Tuesday for this 26th May. In what year did critic Philip Toynbee predict 1986-87 that Tolkien craze would soon be over? No, way before that. I got to look up that guy. That's the one thing about this book. I look at some things, and I'll go back after the broadcast here, and I'll Google it just to see what the Wikipedia says on some of these. And that Philip Toynbee, I'm curious about him. It was 1961. Toby, who died in 1981, did not live to see the dark expectations fulfilled. Was a wild guess, yeah. So he actually passed away before all your answers there. So it's just I don't know, the critics, they probably were a lot harsher back then, you think? Or are critics more, I don't know, I haven't been doing that much reading and stuff like that. And you don't hear that much about critics because I think in this day and age, Greg says, could been a message from beyond the grave. Yeah, that could be. Oh, there we go. I was born in 61, not really. Oh, okay. Okay, our last question. And I think I hope my pronunciation has been pretty good, because that's the whole crutch for this, is to read this. And actually, we're in territory of this book I've never read before, so we're about probably a quarter of the way through. So we got a lot of episodes here, guys. This is episode 6, I think. Okay, our last 8th question for Tolkien Trivia Tuesday. What are the 3 elder races? What are the 3 elder races in the Tolkien world of The Hobbit and the trilogy and all his other works that associated with? Man, elf, and dwarf. You Googled that, didn't you, Greg? Yeah, the 3 races. And Greg got it. Boy, you're pretty good at this, Greg. The 3 elder races are dwarfs, elves, and men. Very good. And I'm going to leave it at 8 questions. I think that makes for a good show, because, no, I promise, Aragon. Oh, okay, I see the correlation. Okay, Gimli. That's true. Yes, man, elf, and dwarf. He must have the books. He must have the book. I have the books here somewhere and stuff like that. So, but I hope you all. Let's see, Adrian. I was distracted by a bird of prey catching its teeth. A bird of prey. Oh, that's good. I really enjoy doing these Tolkien Trivias on Tuesdays and Thursdays, guys, and hooking up with you. And yeah, that was pretty awesome, Greg, for Turbo. And I appreciate. And also, I want to say thank you for the favorite and the retweets yesterday for the holiday that we celebrate here in the United States. It's a very meaningful holiday for me. And Turbo, Adrian says I was honest. Okay. And we expect that of you, Adrian. Oh, Adrian, we wanted to what was the question we wanted to ask Adrian, guys? I think it was a couple broadcasts back. Adrian wasn't here. We wanted to ask you something. If you don't, was it something? Do you watch television, Adrian? I think there was a question that came up that I mentioned how you don't watch movies. Look at my Periscope from earlier. Okay, the 2 towers. Yes. Okay. I'll have to look at that. Yes. Okay. You don't. Okay. Yeah. You don't watch movies, but do you watch the television? I'm going to say your one answer was yes. I think everybody over there in England, just like here in America, watch television. Oh, do you have? Oh, I think he meant, do you have a T? Parrot's Folly. Yes. I'd like to visit that, to see that. That has to be a pretty awesome tower, pretty awesome structure. When did they lay and the water tower? When did they lay the first stone for that, Adrian? Do you know off the top of your head? For that influence of the 2 towers, inspiration for the books. Yes. Was a question about not going to the movie. No, we know he doesn't. Adrian doesn't go to the movies, but I think it's something. If he watches television, I can't remember. I know it was like 3 broadcasts back and stuff. It was one of the ones I think it was right after the one he was telling us about the 2 towers. I will need to look it up. 17-ish. Oh, wait, as far back as 1700. Wow. Okay, that's wow. That's a pretty tall structure for 1700 too. Wow. I was thinking like 1800s or something like that. Late 1800s, beginning of 1900s or something. 1700s. That's got to be one of the largest. David says we were joking. Did you have a television? And I don't know. Do you have a television? I don't mean to sound like repeating the question. I'll find out. I do have. Oh, okay. He does have a telly. Okay, so evidently then you do watch I think everybody has. Well, actually, if you have a smartphone, you have a television basically in your hand wherever you go nowadays. With the technology we have. So, but that's it for right now, guys. Again, I appreciate the views there, Adrian and David and Greg for hanging out here on this Periscope broadcast, which I love doing, and our one web viewer that's still with us. I appreciate. It's mostly junk TV in the UK. Okay. Well, and another enjoyable session. Thank you, Greg. And David says same in Ireland. Okay. Thank you for the claps, Adrian. Yeah, the television here. I've got cable through Time Warner that was supposed to merge with Comcast. Luckily, they didn't, which was good. And how much TV can you? Greg goes, what happens to your clap machine? Oh, I didn't have it set up. I'm sorry. Yeah, I sort of pressed for time. I'm sorry. I'll remember that next time. The claps are for you. When I do the claps are for you. They're not for me. When I hit those claps, they're for you guys because I appreciate. You guys are giving the hearts or whatever they're up there. That's fine. I'm just happy with your views. Me getting on my soapbox here on Periscope. I'm happy to see. There's a lot of claps. That's something they should add. Maybe claps instead of hearts. That would be something different. Or you'd be able to toggle between hearts and claps. I don't know. We'll see down the line of any type of update. But again, thank you for taking part in Tolkien Trivia Tuesday. And that's probably about all I have time for because we have some guests coming in here. I'm off to get Android. Very good, Greg. And Adrian's out to have some beers, which I'm going to probably pop one here and enjoy my bet win. Okay. And I'll be looking for all you to this Thursday for Tolkien Trivia Thursday. And I want to say bye to you all. You all live life, have fun. Have a good one for the rest of the evening there. And we'll catch you in the next Periscope. Ciao for now, guys. Take care. Peace.